Good evening, everyone. How are you doing this Wednesday night? Hopefully you're all doing fine. Just getting my screen ready so I can see the comments and meeting because I don't have feedback. How are you going? I'll just give it a couple of minutes and see if anyone's coming on with me tonight. Heidi. Nice to see you, Heidi. I've got lots of shiny paper tonight, so hopefully there's not too much glare in there. How's your week been, Heidi? All good? No majors at work? Oops. Alright. Got a big patch on my drink, so let me make sure it doesn't get on there. Hi Sandra, hi Lisa. Oh goody, 3 people. Alright. Let me just see a little bit, see if anyone else is coming on. Okay, so tonight we're going to do, which I can't show you the card finished. Hi Alison. Can't show you the card finished because I gave it away. The sample one that I used. So it's called a sliding lock card. It has it's kind of like a gatefold to the right hand side. It's got a flap that lifts over, and then a sliding mechanism, which I will show you. Hi Tracy, how to do. But I thought also tonight it would look super pretty, and I don't know how well you can see this, but this is the new the lights reflecting off it. The new mother of pearl paper. Oh my gosh, isn't it so pretty? So pretty. So you get that in a pack of 2 12 by 12. So nice. Very pretty. Oh no. Yeah, that's a pain, Heidi, having to wait for that. I know, isn't it pretty? Hi Glennis. Isn't it pretty, Trace? And then I've got a piece of the I want to say Cranes of Fortune, but I don't think that's right. Symbols of Fortune. It's got cranes on it. And this is one of our specialty papers, and both of these are included in the DSP share that I have one left for. And then this one here I haven't used before, and this is the new gold metallic specialty paper, and it comes in a 6x6, and you get it with, hi Andrea, you get it with gold and rose gold, so that's super pretty, but it didn't really go with the it's not going with the grey. So those are in the annual catalogue, and it's quite nice just to have smaller pieces. Doesn't hopefully feel like we're going to waste too much of it. So I thought this would be nice to go with that on there for my decoration. It's a different gold though, so we'll have to see how well it looks, what it looks like. But it's kind of a brushed look. But I'm really loving that mother of pearl. Oh, good. Oh, that was quick, Andrea. That was super fast. We were waiting for ink cartridges from school and across town. It took 4 days. So that's really awesome that yours arrived so quickly, because I'm sure I only did it on is it Monday? Tuesday, I think I sent your parcel. So I'm glad. So you've got some of this paper, this lovely shiny paper, and some of this in that pack. Okay, so we're going to get started. We're starting off with a piece of, this is just the basic white thick. I've used the thick because I'm using it as my base. Actually, I use a thick for everything. And this is 5.5 by 10.5. So it's slightly shorter than an A4. Our A4 is 11 3/4. And then so you end up with a piece kind of like that off the side. And then this is quite good for sentiments, yeah. Especially if you've got, so that's what your A4 would look like. Can you see that? No, you can't see that. That might be better. So yeah, that's how it kind of comes off your A4. But really good. Don't throw them away. Don't throw them away. Hi, Sue. Oh, hi, Catherine. Okay, so let's get on. We're going to score this. Now, this is American because they have the 5.5 by whatever. So it just means that it's slightly shorter and a little bit squasher than our card. But I haven't converted it to our sizings yet, so the measurements might seem a little bit odd. So 4.5, and we're going to score. I like to make sure with this thick that I have a really good score, and then 8.5. And score there. And then we're going to come into this last quadrant that we have here, which is our, what is that, 2 inches? Oh, you're welcome, Sue. So you've got 2 inches there. You're going to come across so you're going to come down 1 inch from the top. So I'm going to turn around this way to get my measurement. Towards on the way. Alright, so I'm going to pop that in there. And I'm just going to put a little pencil mark. Oops, in the right place, Cal. So got it, yeah. So a little pencil mark at 1 inch from the end. And then what we're going to do is, okay, put that away. We're going to cut from, so it needs to be on the right, if you're looking at it, the right hand side, because that is the flap that folds over and this is the front. So I gave you those measurements wrong. Should be 4.25, not 4.5. So I'm going to end up with a wonky fold. Never mind. Oh, awesome, Sandra. You're welcome. Thank you for always being so. Thank you, ladies, for sharing your creations. Much appreciated. Alright, I can possibly smooth that score line out because it's not too heavy. Okay, so this is the flap, and then, so on this piece here, which is our end flap, we're going to go from this 1 inch mark all the way down to the bottom, and we're going to cut it off. So it might actually be easier to fold it. So I'm going to pop the corner, bottom right hand corner in. Top is going to have the little mark, so you're lining that up in the track, and then you're just going to slice that off like that. Hopefully I'm doing it right. Yep. It's funny, I second guess myself all the time, and then it makes it confusing for you. Alright, so we're just going to, we want this to be in, because this is our hinge, so we want it to be a nice, and I've made it, I might need to trim that a little bit. I might just trim tiny bit off here because it's bulging on the front. So I've got my score lines all out of kilter. Okay, so that's that. Oh, you might give it, Andrea. Oh, she might keep it for herself, Sandra. You'll just have to then go and do cards at hers or something. You could, if you wanted it on the left-hand side, you could do it that way as well. So I'm going to do it on the right. So we just need to make sure that these score marks are nicely burnished. Thank you. We've got 9 ladies on tonight. I'm slowly getting back up to the numbers that we had before. It's nice having everyone here. Okay, so that, and then we have got some designer series paper. And it is the smaller piece of designer series paper that you're going to use. I cut mine around the wrong way. I wanted the white on this side, but never mind. We'll have a bigger piece of white. It's sealed up. We'll be show and tell tomorrow. Alright, so I don't know what I did there. So we've got this piece of designer series paper which is going to go on our flap here. So you're going to get this and you're going to pop it in. So this is 2.5 by 5.25. So you're going to pop that in at, now I want to make sure that I've got this going the right way. So I'm going to pop it in, and I'm going to go to 3/4 of an inch, so there, and then using my pencil I'm going to put a mark here, because we want to go the opposite way. Alright, so we want to have our angle going from right to left, whereas when we put this in before we were going the other way. So at our score mark, 3/4 of an inch there, right down to the corner on the left hand side. Does so totally depend on the side of the DSP that you want to be showing. Alright, so you're going to end up with that. Mine is too big. Oh, whoops. You come in 3/4 on each end. Whoopsie. So if I put that back and go to 3/4, it'll still be fine. I can fix it. Alright, so there. That's what happens when you don't read your notes. So I'm going to pop that back in there. And pop that back in. And the live means I can't do anything about it. I just have to. So, there we go. It looked quite big, to be honest. It didn't really. So then this sits in here like that. Okay. Then on this side I have my pearly white, which, because I trimmed the edge, I need to trim that too. See, even the other side is pretty. The bamboo with the, just going to take a smidge off the edge there. Get that off. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to create our slide piece. So what you need to do is, I've got a punch, and the punch that I'm using is retired. And there isn't one like it, but there are some framelits that you could use to use it, or you could use your trimmer. So I'm going to glue this down. I will then get a piece of paper and show you how to use it with the trimmer. I'm going to glue these pieces down, because we need to go through both pieces. Alright, so I'm going to pop that on there. I'm going to need some gold dragonflies. Oh, you'll be fine, Alison. I'm sure of it. I'm sure you'll be fine. You just have to make sure that when you do this bit, which I can put up after, you come in 3/4 from the right and then 3/4 from the left, and cut those two lines together to meet up, and it will be fine. So I will put that with my photo so that you can have a go at, make sure that you make sure that it doesn't get messed up. Now again, both of these are going to be cut, so you need to make sure that it's glued on nicely. Alright, okay, it's so smooth, it's so pretty. Mrs. Singh! Is she watching, or is she gone now? Okay, so just like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to get the punch. This is the punch that I'm using, so anything that gives you that sort of look, again, you can use a trimmer, and you would do about 1/4 of an inch. I'd say that's 1/4 of an inch. Should we say that's 1/4 of an inch? Let me punch one. It's funny, I just went through all of my punches and got rid of a whole lot, but that was one that I decided I needed to keep. Yeah, it's just over 1/4 of an inch. It's about 3/8 of an inch. So if you went that big, you could go slightly bigger. So you're going to pop it in, and you're going to have it, pop it. I find it easier to go all the way in, because then I can line up the other one. And you're just going to make sure that it's not all the way to the edge, because you don't want it to, you want it to be able to stop. So I've lined mine up with the edge of my lovely designer series paper. Oh, here's she. She's sneaky watching and not saying hi. Okay, so like that. And then what we need is, we're just going to, with my pencil, just fold it in the other way, and you're just going to gently pop that in there like that. So when you're cutting with your trimmer or whether you're using a punch, oh, my punch just came apart. That's not good. And my husband has just gone to get paper, so that'll be a job when he comes home. Oh, nope. Ha! Funny. I've never had that happen. It's alright. It works, and he can fix it when he gets home. He doesn't know yet. Okay, so then, so you can see where I've drawn my pencil line, and I'm just going to line the edge of that up there. You don't want it too far over, but you want it just about halfway over, so you don't want it to go right to the edge, but you are going to cut this edge off. Alright, so then you've got some pretty sparkly little things. Okay, so we're going to, that's what your card looks like. On my instructions it says to have another piece in here. I decided I'm not going to because my card base is white, I don't need one. But you could have another part in there as well. I will stamp in there to finish it off. Then you're going to need a shape that's going to go on the back here. So it needs to be wider than the slot that you've cut. So a circle is quite good. Alright, so just like that. And I actually need two because I want to put my dragonfly on one. No, me neither, Andrea. It's a very old punch, but it must have dropped or something. It looks like it's just come out. It's got a little latch there. So I'll get Matt to sort it. I'm sure he'll be able to bash it into where it needs to be. Okay, so I'm going to pop a white one. And again, sorry, retired. You can use any shape you like though. I'm going to pop a white one. I'm going to use white on the inside here. And then this is going to have my dragonfly on it. So we're going to pop that in. And it's going to sit just you don't want it to come too far over the edge. I'm just going to pop that in there like that. As centered as you can get it, because otherwise it'll look a bit funny on the back. Goodness, if you've got a couple that don't stick, I would suggest, what do they say? Put them in the freezer, or, because that apparently shrinks the metal if they get too hot. So just with the dimensional, you're going to pop one in, and you should, if you cut your slot at 3/8, then the dimensional will fit in there. So you're going to take the top off, and you're actually sticking it down to the bottom one, holding it in place, and then you're going to pop another one on top of it, so it's raised a little bit higher than usual. Yeah, Glennis, I think if you if they don't cut very well, fold up some tin foil and cut it through a couple of times, or if you've got very carefully an aluminium can and cut that is supposed to sharpen it, or a very, 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 like this, the finest grades, what is that stuff called? Sandpaper. You can stamp, if you cut it a couple of times with that, then it kind of gets all the burrs off it and sharpens it. So you should end up with something that looks like that. So you have this one shape on the other side. On my other card, I just put my sunflower directly on that, but this one I want to put my dragonfly onto it, and it's not going to be big enough as something to slide and grab. So you should be able to just slide your card just like that, and you end up with, you could put another dimensional on there actually. I might do that just to kind of stabilize it a bit. So it's a bit wobbly because I put it at the far end. You're welcome. I have heard somewhere about putting them in the freezer. I think that's if they stick, just to kind of get them really cold. And that is supposed to, it shrinks the metal or something. Alright, so I'm just sliding another one in there underneath, just to kind of get it in place. And hopefully I haven't, so you still can slide it. Alright, so then when you close, oh, my circle's too big. Or I put it too, I didn't put it, oh, I put it too far over. Whoopsie. That's alright. Nothing wrong with mistakes. They can all be fixed. I'm just going to take that off. Oh, that's why I didn't put one on the other end, because I needed it to go back further. So don't put two on, just put it kind of more centre. That hasn't helped. Alright, so you put it on there when it's closed. Alright, so it's going to be like that when it's closed. And then I'm going to pop this back on here, and I'm going to centre it like that. So it closes like that. Look at that, fixed. And then we're going to slide it back this way, and the card can open. Look at that. See, told you it could be fixed. Not a problem at all. Except now it's decided to come off, because it's not sticky enough. Okay, and it gets stuck in there. Yeah, I have that problem too. I think the sandpaper or the tin foil is going to be your best option, Glennis, for getting it unstuck. Now I've just completely messed this up, because now the white one fell off. Put that there. So I understand, and I'm really sorry, ladies, if that really throws you off. But it is quite a cool card, and actually, if you're concentrating on what you're doing, not like me, too busy talking, then it'll work perfectly fine for you. Okay, so there we have, and there's our slide lock. So you can have it like that. And then I'm going to use this lovely, lovely gold with our gorgeous dragonflies. And this is it's got quite a thick backing on it. And I'll have a couple of little ones. Maybe another one. And another one. Okay, so this is going to go in here. And these ones are going to go over here. Like that. So I need some little ones and some big ones. Oh, there's another one. I cut 4, didn't realise. So, dimensionals on the back. You can use anything to decorate your slider. I find having a larger shape better. Which is why I've gone for the circle underneath it. But I know it's super cute, isn't it? The dragonfly. Oh, I just pulled the label, that's sticky off. This is super cute. So let's do that. And I've just used my last mini one, so I'll cut some of these. 1, 2, 3. I also have an order to go in, so if anyone else is wanting anything. Oh, and Celebration. Celebration was supposed to finish on the 28th of February, which is where you can get free goodies if you spend a certain amount, which, Alison, I haven't put yours into the system yet to give you a total. Sorry, I just kind of I had a wall last night after work and just was really tired, so I didn't get to it. I'm sorry, but I'll do that after this. Okay, so I want to put something on the inside. You could put a sentiment or something on. If you're stamping on this shiny paper, this mother of pearl, I would recommend using Stays On, because, and you still have to be really careful and have it really flat, because it'll slip, because it's got that real satiny, shiny surface to it. So I'm going to use one of the colours in the designer series paper is Smoky Slate. So I'm going to use that, and I got out The Beauty of Friendship, which I thought this is quite a nice little stamp. So I thought I'd use that one tonight. I don't know that I got a block big enough, but never mind. Where did I put my block? Yep, I did. Let's pop it on an angle, like so. Oh, stick to the table. Scrap paper, just to make sure it stamps properly. So, alrighty, so that is our slide and lock with a dimensional attached to it. Our slide and lock card, and as you can see, it kind of moves, so it's quite nice. It's quite a nice little interactive card, and it does stand up by itself. So if you that gold looks really nice, and I'm kind of, not on purpose actually, but the dragonflies on that brushed, and I've got them going in different directions, so it reflects the light a little bit differently. So yeah, and actually it's quite nice having the bigger piece of pearl instead of just a little bit. So that is our card. I hope that you give it a go. If you can follow my really poor instructions tonight. Sorry about that, ladies. I will put up, though, a photo of, I've got it here, this is my instructions here. So a photo of, that's your base and that's your design series paper. So I'll pop that up with this one here so that you know the score marks and the cutting marks and you don't mess it up like I did. It is super cute, isn't it, Trace? Those dragonflies are surprisingly cute. Let me pop this down and hopefully no one gets sick. Yeah, so I have 3 people. And Glennis, who sometimes sends me little messages and doesn't post her cards on the page. It is so pretty, that paper. Andrew, you're right. I'm thinking to myself that I'm going to need to buy another pack, actually. I'm a bit close to that. You don't need to see me that large of life. Yeah, that's super pretty. I think I need to buy another pack. I'm not a fan of the stamp that goes with it, but I quite like the stamp set. So, 3 ladies. Glennis went hard out and made 2 of the diorama pop-up card thingies. Can't remember what we called it last week. Andrea and Sandra also did some gorgeous ones. Those ladies are getting prepped for Christmas because they had some super cute ones with the penguin paper. Super, super cute. So I'll turn you around. It is 8 o'clock. We'll very quickly do a draw, ladies. So good luck to you all. Here we go. Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Oh, you can't see the arrow. Andrea! Woohoo! Alright, I will send you, I think actually, Andrea, were you the last one to choose? I think you were. So if you have a look at the pictures and just let me know which one you want, because I think you were the last one to choose a prize, Andrea. So, and I will get that sent down to you. You know what? I nearly kept the package. I nearly kept the package and thought, I'll wait till Wednesday because one of those ladies will probably win. But that's okay. So I will, yeah, let me know what you would like, and I will send you that down in the next few days. All right. Well, you ladies have a super awesome evening. It's so nice and cool now, and we're not having to deal with that awful humidity now that cyclone's gone. So enjoy your evening, and I will see you Sunday. All right? Bye for now.